In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on April 10, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Chicago Cubs. The 2023 Major League Baseball season is opening the 3rd week of the 2023 season when the Seattle Mariners travel to take on the Chicago Cubs in this interleague battle at famed Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois. These teams have not squared off since 2019, when the Cubs swept both 2-game sets, including at home. Chicago outscored Seattle 28-7 in those 4 games, with all but 1 game decided by 4 runs or more. Seattle is 5-0 in their last 5 interleague road games and 5-1 in their last 6 games against the National League Central. The over is 4-1-2 in Seattle's last 7 Monday games. Chicago is 5-1 in their last 6 game ones of a series and 9-3 in their last 12 home games. The over is 5-1 in Chicago's last 6 games. Seattle is 0-5 in these 2 teams' last 5 head-to-head meetings. Both of these teams are coming off of a series win and have 4 wins on the year. The Cubs have been the better hitting team, while the pitching metrics are pretty even. Seattle is starting Luis Castillo, who has yet to allow a run in 11.2 innings pitched against Cleveland and the Angels. Chicago is starting Drew Smyly, who allowed 6 runs in 4.2 innings pitched against Cincinnati. Seattle has a big advantage in starting pitching, and I like them to get the road victory here. So the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. The way that Castillo has pitched, one should expect a low-scoring game, at least for the Cubs. They are going to find the righty to be more than they could handle, as Seattle will allow no more than 2 runs in this game. Chicago cannot stay the same. Their starter looked bad in the opener, and the bullpen has looked bad. Look for 8 runs at the most. If the total is set above that, definitely go under. Seattle has gone under in 6 of their last 8 interleague games, and Chicago has gone under in 6 of their last 8 interleague games at home. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Texas Rangers. A pair of American League teams look to start the new week off on a positive note as they kick off a series in the Lone Star State. The Kansas City Royals are on the road as they open up a 3-game series with the Texas Rangers Monday night. Kansas City finished a 3-game set on the road against the Giants Sunday afternoon looking for a sweep. The Royals rallied for a 6-5 win in the middle game of the series Saturday afternoon. Texas was on the road on the north side of the Windy City as they finished an interleague series with the Cubs Sunday afternoon, trying to avoid a sweep. The Rangers were drubbed 10-3 in the middle game of the series Saturday afternoon. In the season series last year, the Rangers won the series 4-2, including taking 2 of 3 on the road in the most recent set June 27 and 29, 2022. The Royals are 7-2 in their last 9 Monday games and 17-35 in their last 52 road games. Kansas City is 6-13 in the last 19 in Game 1 of a series. Meanwhile, the Rangers are 1-4 in their last 5 Monday games and 1-4 in their last 5 in Game 1 of a series. The under is 6-1 in Texas' last 7 Monday games. Both starting pitchers have struggled in their limited work at Globe Life Field, sporting double-digit earned run averages with no combined wins between them. Greinke has pitched well in his 2 starts this season, but there has been a common theme in those outings. He's lost both starts because the Royals have put up a combined 0 runs in his 2 outings. Kansas City was blanked 2-0 by the Twins and 3-0 by the Blue Jays in those games. The Royals likely will put some runs on the board in this one, as Heaney was awful in his season debut. Texas has been reeling a bit with 4 losses in 5 games entering Sunday, while the Royals had won 2 straight. Greinke has a couple of losses on his card already this year despite pitching pretty well. He's only given up 3 earned over 11.1 innings total so far. As for Heaney, he had a bad first start against the Orioles on April 4th in a 7-2 loss, but he should be better here. On Sunday, the Royals had a late lead but ended up wasting the great start from Bubic. Kansas City will need a bounce back in this opener, but I believe they've got a good enough shot here in this one. So the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Kansas City entered Sunday having seen the under post a 5-4 mark in their 9 games on the season. The Royals are 29th in the majors in runs per game as they put up an average of 2.89 runs a night this season. That number does climb to a 4.5 run per game average on the road. Kansas City has seen an average total of 6.78 runs per game this season, a number that jumps to 7.5 runs per game on the road this season. Texas has split their first 8 games in relation to the total entering Sunday. The Rangers are tied for 12th in runs per game with 4.88 runs per contest, and that edges up to an even 6 runs per game at home. Texas has posted an average total of 9.13 runs per game this season, which bumps up to 9.67 runs per game at home. With both pitchers having mediocre numbers in Texas, look for some runs on the board, pushing this game over the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Colorado Rockies. The St. Louis Cardinals meet with the Colorado Rockies in the first of a 3-game series on Monday evening. The Cardinals will send the veteran Steven Matz to the mound. The Rockies will respond with German Marquez. The Cardinals posted a 4-2 record against the Rockies last season. The St. Louis Cardinals have had a disappointing start to the year so far with a record at just 3-6. The St. Louis offense has the best batting average in the league at .294, but they've been struggling to get runs. They have just 36 runs that puts them at 24th in the league. The Rockies have scored a few more with 41, but they had much lower expectations than the Cardinals at the beginning of the season. The Cardinals haven't struggled against righties this season, but their numbers are a bit better against lefties. Right-hander German Marquez gets the start for the Rockies, and it will be his 3rd of the year. He's coming off his worst year in the league after throwing for an earned run average of 4.95, but has pitched a bit better to start this year. He's thrown well, but the numbers don't exactly show it with his 4.76 earned run average in 2 starts. His WHIP is 1.05, and he has a strikeout to walk ratio of 4.5, both of which are great signs. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Cardinals, and he had a rough first start. Matz went 5.1 innings and gave up 4 runs on 10 hits. He gave up 2 home runs in his first outing and comes into Coors Field where the Rockies could hit a couple more off of him. The veteran started 10 games last year and accumulated an earned run average of 5.25 during that span, and he only has 1 sub-4 earned run average season in the past 5 years. The Rockies are very capable of putting up big numbers and especially are in their hitter-friendly home. Chris Bryant is yet to get his first homer of the season, but McMahon and Cron each have multiple. The Cardinals have been inconsistent so far this season, and pitching as well as putting up runs has been an issue. The Rockies are at plus money and are home, so the Colorado Rockies money line is our full game side pick. Steven Matz has a horrible 9.2 earned run average in 3 career starts at Coors Field. The Rockies' bats are clicking, scoring 18 runs in their last 3 games. In addition, Marquez usually struggled when pitching at home. He posted a 6.7 earned run average at home compared to a 3.43 earned run average on the road last season. While the Cardinals' offense hasn't been scoring many runs, they are hitting .294 as a team and rank 6th in OPS, suggesting they are due to break out at the plate. The over is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings between these foes. I expect another high-scoring game at Coors Field. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.